Good morning, friends. Just thought I'd walk and stroll and share a few thoughts with you again this morning. Happy Tuesday. I have learned a few things over the past week and a half or so. One of them is I cannot remember what day it is. I have just been stressed all week of when trash day is because it's tomorrow. So somebody text and remind me or call me. And I realized that the days just run together and I keep thinking, when's trash day? When is trash day? I promise I'll write myself a note, but seriously, a text wouldn't be bad. And other things. I don't know if I've ever washed my hands for 20 seconds. I just want to be honest with you. 20 seconds is a long time. And if you sing happy birthday or the alphabet song, like they say, which is the same as Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star, I learned that, same tune. If you do that, then that song is in your head all day. So I don't want to do that. But if I start counting to 20, then I lose my attention. Either way, my hands are raw and red from the washing. So I just realized I don't think I've ever washed my hands for 20 seconds. So getting better. Also a time, those might be a bit silly or not that important, but it's also a time for us to all learn. And that's one thing that the Lord has been impressing on me this week. I'm comforted by Psalm 46:1. God is our refuge and our strength, an ever-present help in times of trouble. And when I hear that, I have just been comforted by that with thinking of, it says in John 14:26 that Holy Spirit is with us always, an ever-present help in times of trouble, and that He is our teacher. It says He will teach us all things. And I've just been thinking a lot about that. We have a teacher always, but in this season, where we all, in some form or fashion, are in a time of trouble, a trial, forced upon us, whether we are actually physically sick, whether we are worried about our jobs, whether we just have a real change in our schedule. No matter what it is a time of trial and difference. And we have an ever-present teacher with us, which means when there's a teacher present that we have something to learn. And so I have just really been trying to dig into that, the silly things, hand washing, schedules, but also what do I have to learn in my walk with Him during this season? And I hope it's a lot. And I've been asking for sight to see it now and not wait until this is over and then go, oh, I probably learned some things. But to actually be able to wake up in the morning and say, okay, Holy Spirit, You are my teacher. I want to learn today. What do You want me to learn? You're ever present. You're not the, like the teacher who puts a movie on and then leaves the room. I don't think that happens anymore. So if you're a teacher, I would never think you do that. But I've heard. No, so it's not that type of scenario. It's the type of scenario where He's ever present. And how big is God? That He is ever present with each of us. And no matter how big or small our learning seems to be to us in this season, He is with us. And He is teaching us. And so, what do we have to learn? Is there something we hold on to more tightly than we should? And is there a truth that we believe or actually don't believe a lot of our days, and instead we're believing a lie? Are we people who live in fear? Are we, all of these things, have we held on to the security of our jobs and our finances and our resource and our schedule and all of those things so tightly that we're really in a place of fear when we don't have them as secure as we thought? And so What is it that we have to learn? And my hope is that in honoring the teacher and in honoring our ever-present helper, that we would dig into that and that we would say, what do you want to teach me in this time? What can I learn this week even? What can I learn when I wake up today or tomorrow? So there's my thoughts for the day. Another thing I've learned, random, if you're still listening. It is good for me to read the news once a day and to have one source. If I get caught up in that, I can start a cycle of fear or what ifs that are probably not healthy. And so while I believe it's important to stay informed, I've also learned, hey, once a day, sit down for 20 minutes or 30 minutes and get updated on the news is about all I need. Maybe you're like that too. So God bless you. He is your refuge and your strength, your ever-present help.